Alright, let's see. I got my hat cam on today. I love my new HD camera. It is the bomb. So I just spent 2 days out here in the greenhouse trying to get ready for getting some vegetables growing. Thought I'd do a video update for the hydroponic group that I belong to because I haven't done any updates for since last year. Obviously we got the beehive in here. These are they're all just about, there's some still out. The sun's starting to set, temperature's dropping, so they're headed back into their hive and stuff. There were 1,000 of them out here flying around with me all day long. But here's their hive. I don't have any sugar water out for them right now, but I will probably tonight. I'll probably boil some up. And then I picked up some flowers from Lowe's since there's no flowers outside for them. The hive being that it's indoors, they wake up a lot earlier than the rest of the bees, so I have to tend to them a bit more. So this is a double-walled greenhouse. It has about 10 inches of insulation between the two layers. Most greenhouses are just done in one way. This is done on all 4 walls, are insulated with air. We've got air connectors there, and there's air connectors back there behind that tank. These are aquaponic tanks here that aren't hooked up quite yet. But these will have fish in them, probably channel catfish and tilapia. And then these tanks over here will be tipped up on their side and double stacked. And then these short tanks will go on top of these other short tanks. And that's where the brood or the baby fish are for use for mating, and then to grow the fish to size before they go in the tank. And then there'll be a few more tanks that go in here because I'll have, I think it'll be 6 of these will have rabbits in them. So you'll imagine these tanks tipped over on their side and then double stacked. And there'll be 6 of them that do rabbits because I'm doing meat rabbits. And then there'll be a couple for chickens because I just want to have some, I'm not going to do meat chickens because it's too much work. But I do want to get a couple of egg layers in here. And that'll take care of me just fine. And then the fish, like I said, I'm going to do a warm-watered fish. So I'm going to do tilapia and channel catfish for my own consumption. Might try a little Asian prawn in there, maybe. Then I think I'm going to do 2 tanks of, or 1 tank of koi fish. And I'm going to breed some. I'm going to buy some really high-end koi, and I want to breed my own fish. And I can breed them really fast because it's summertime in here all year round. So there's none of that time during the year where they don't eat, that 9 months a year where you don't feed your fish and they're not growing. Here they grow continuously, so I can give them about 3 years of growth in 1 year here. So I can grow them large, and then you can take them home and put them in your pond. And I'm hoping to, I'm not even sure I'll make any money on it. I might just put them in my own pond, but I have gold sharks out there right now, and I like my goldfish, the gold sharks. This is a 16-point hydroponic system that I've installed. It runs 30-gallon plastic barrels, and then I'm using 5-gallon net pots that I've just cut the tops open and put in there. So those are going in 5-gallon buckets normally. And then there's 9 more barrels that go in here, and it's another subsystem that sits inside these 5-foot squares. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. And those have agri-grow towers on them. And they're a 5-pot plant. They're for doing like herbs or lettuce or strawberries. But just think of a planter that comes up and it has 5 dishes out the side. And then another one exactly the same on top of it. And you rotate it and the plants kind of grow out. At any rate, those will be in here. And the neat thing about those is they'll be hydroponic. It'll come in from the ceiling and drip those down into the barrels. But you rotate the agri-grow tower. So for like lettuces and stuff, for salads, because that's mostly what I'll do is herbs and salads in those. And then you'll trim the lettuce off one side of your agri-grow tower, and then you'll rotate the trimmed part to the north, or excuse me, to the south, and you can grow lettuce about weekly when you're in a greenhouse, so it'll replace it. You don't have to always go back to seed. At any rate, the towers are really neat because you can turn them towards the sun, and it speeds things right up. Each one of these buckets here will have an 8-foot fluorescent light bulb that drops down from the ceiling with ballasts that are on them that are all on controls. And the idea here is the plant, the ballast, the bulb will actually come down here. The plant, as it grows, it will grow around the bulb, and virtually in here when the lights turn on, you won't see any actual lights because they'll be completely enveloped in the inside the plant. The leaves will be around it. It'll be neat when they come on. I've done it a couple of times now. But you don't see the lights. The plant just kind of has a glow to it. It's very, very cool. But the beautiful part is it's 100% efficient. None of the luminance escape. All of the ultraviolet radiation is penetrated right into the plant. If you take a cheap shop light from, like, say, Lowe's, they call it an F32, a 32 watt bulb, fluorescent 4 foot. If you put your light meter right on it, it's about 2,500 luminums, but they measure luminums at 1 foot. It's only 1,500 luminums at 1 foot. So you've lost almost half of the energy or radiation. So to get the same amount of light as me having one light bulb here, I would have to put bulbs all the way around the outside of it, and the plant can only grow so big. But this way I get one in the center, and then it can grow out, and it's totally absorbing all that, and then on the outside it gets natural sunlight. I believe it to be the most efficient way to grow plants, and I got to be honest with you, a few years ago when I came up with the system, nobody'd even heard of it. Couldn't find anything online, and and I'm not saying that other people haven't figured it out. It's just slow coming, but it's pretty amazing. And the neat part is it's all in 32 watts, so it's really super efficient. I also have a surround sound stereo system I'm putting out here that'll have probably like tropical jungle stream music, but more than anything it'll have predators on the sound file that it plays, and so you'll hear like lions and bears and tigers and stuff, and they'll make noise every once in a while. I have like a lion roar, and I want to use it for predator control once the greenhouse is up and operating. I figure if a raccoon comes up to the outside and hears a lion in here sleeping or roaring or whatever, it might help deter the little bastard. I've got solar hydronic flooring in here, and then for the winter time, and then I have this electric furnace that I started to install today. I got to get it all balanced out, but yeah, it'll be my backup emergency power, but I don't expect it to be much of a problem. Once the tanks come up to temperature, I'll have several thousand gallons of water in here. I think, so I don't remember, it's like 4,000 gallons or something. During the middle of the night, those will radiate out some heat on the coldest nights, and then recover the next day. What else do we got going on? I think that's probably it. That's the update. That's the little fan right there. It's just a little tiny 50 CFM fan, and that keeps the entire greenhouse inflated. And that's pretty much it. I got the door for the front of the greenhouse I haven't built yet, or I haven't finished yet. And we're just doing some leak tests on this. These fittings from EcoGrow suck. Well, every one of them leaks, so I had to take them apart, and Jesus, half of them leak. But I'm slowly getting them fixed. Not exactly sure why they leak so much, but I am getting them fixed. And that's probably pretty good for, let me just turn around here. Once I've got my hat camera on, and I'm not 100% sure what you get to see all the time. So let me tip my head up, and I'll just spin around here. And I'll just keep looking up and up and up and up and up. And there goes a bee right there. Maybe we get him on the hat cam. Hey, mister, come here. Come land. Come on, you can land. At any rate, well, let me tip my head down and look around here. And I think I'll post this up to Facebook and shoot it off to the Hydro Forum. And that's it. I'm going to go barbecue. This weekend's done and I'm beat to death. Another Monday in the book.